A growth mindset? A growth mindset. I've never heard that term before. Is that bad? Is Jones going to kill me that I don't know what it means? Okay. I don't know. I don't think I could define it.
Okay.
If I had to guess, it would be that you're prepared.
It's being able to take what you know and what you've experienced and then being able to apply that and then create something better after that.
A growth mindset. Resiliency. That's my one word answer.
How would you define a growth mindset?
I have no clue.
Okay, so how would you define resiliency?
Being able to bounce back.
How would you define a growth mindset?
A growth mindset? Oh my God. What? I'm sorry. I don't know. A growth mindset. What is this, like a PD question or?
Okay, you don't have to define that one. How would you define resiliency? What is resiliency?
Resilience?
Yes.
Being able to fall and get back up, like taking on a challenge and being able to get out of it or find help, make it through.
A growth mindset. A mind that grows? Oh my goodness, a growth mindset. Okay, so a mind that grows. So it doesn't. Oh, don't do this.
What
now.
does resiliency mean to you?
You should have asked that when you asked me what a growth mindset. I like that one better. Okay, so resiliency means to bounce back in the midst of storms, chaos. You have that spirit that thrives. So I think about a plant that can bloom in a desert, and so it's thriving in the midst of dry heat, but it still blooms.
I'm sorry, what?
A growth mindset.
Growth mindset. I think it would be like personal growth, what you do to, I guess, better yourself. That's what I think a growth mindset would be.
Growth mindset. So it's a type of mindset of just seeing yourself improve in the future. I think recognizing your mistakes that you've made in the present time and realizing how you can improve on that and build up on yourself for the future.
A growth mindset. In terms of personal growth, okay, so here's a growth mindset. I read every day. I have been in school my whole life, and I do not believe that that there's any day when I can't learn something. And so today, I don't know how many articles I've read. Just before class today, I was reading. So I think that's the idea of keeping the brain moving as you age. And I'm not really old, but I'm older than a lot of people around here. And I think the only way to really prevent getting stale and stagnant is to read and experience. And I practice also, and practicing helps me have a growth mindset, that I know when I'm ignorant, know how to correct ignorance, and I make a real effort to do that.
So a growth mindset means having the ability to want to learn, being open so that older nurses can come teach you and guide you so that you could become a better nurse. And even if you make mistakes, don't stress out over them. Just take it as an opportunity to learn. As a nurse, there's always many things to learn. So
I think it's just the idea that you always want to learn more about whatever your focus is, or whatever you decide in nursing is your specialty. So you always are open to picking up new knowledge from different sources and being investigative about whatever your passion is. So you can't be an expert at everything, but that growth mindset means that you want to keep learning and recognize that you have room for learning, because I think even after you've been in nursing for 40 something years, not necessarily me for 40 years, but I know people that have been in nursing for 40 years. Anyway, just saying that that's the wonderful thing about nursing, is that there's always room to grow in various ways, and typically it's in your area of specialty passion.
A growth mindset. It's really, instead of looking at your limitations,
It's really about projecting yourself forward and where you can move next, rather than focusing on the negatives. But it's really looking forward towards the positives and seeing where can you grow and how can you move next.
A growth mindset is when you don't have like a negative outlook on something, but you want to, or you just have the mindset of like, yes, there can be like a positive change or something that can happen to either you like personally grow like in some area, or like the situation can change in some way.
Oh, a growth mindset. Okay, someone who, despite maybe failures or mistakes, is always looking for a way to improve. Have you read? There's a big book on that. I think it's actually called Mindset. Dweck, I think that's it. So, okay, growth mindset. Yeah, I think it's just always looking forward to improvement.
What do you think growth mindset means as a nurse?
Oh, as a nurse. The same thing. I guess you could apply it to any situation. Whether, you know, I had in undergraduate school, I had a professor say, don't be that refrigerator nurse. Like, don't just go to your job to pay for the refrigerator. So go to your job to learn and to grow and to be a better nurse.